Hey everyone, this is Peter 24/7 with another tutorial for Atlas and War Dragons. If you like the material and find these helpful, please subscribe to my channel to keep up with my postings and help support my growing channel. There is new material being posted on Tuesdays and Fridays every week. Today's topic is the third in the Castle series. We're going to be talking about the bank. The maximum level on the bank is the same regardless of the tier of castle. Whether it be a level 2, 3, 4, or 5 castle, the maximum level of the bank is 12. If you go to the castle details and click on the bank tab, it will bring you to this screen. As you can see on my screen, there are 7 further options for you to choose. Appoint banker, set tax, view ledger, send resources to teammate, view outgoing transfers, view incoming transfers, and donate to team bank. Anyone in your team's leadership, as well as the banker and governor, have the ability to set the tax that your players will have to pay on every single invader run that they do. The tax can be set anywhere between 0 and 75%. When the tax percentage is confirmed, a system email will go out to all players on your team and they will be aware of the new tax percentage being taken from their invader runs. Please note that this tax is only applicable if the player's home is set to a castle that your team owns. If you click on the View Ledger option, you will be brought to this screen. Looking at the records, you will see all resource movement in your team, whether it be gold, food, lumber, whether it be tax, donations, or transfers. You can further filter this so it's easier to see, or you can even send it to your email. Only 15 records are able to be seen on the screen, but if you hit older, you can go back 15 entries at a time. If you press send to email, you'll be brought to this screen. All you have to do is type in your email address and hit send, and you will be sent a file with all of the information in this ledger. You can then go and bring it into Excel or Google Spreadsheets, and you can further dive into it using your filters. If you look at the summary section of the ledger, this will show you all resource movement over the last week. So you can see here, you can see all taxes that were paid, transfers that were completed, donations that were made, upkeep that was paid, construction, and what was received. This part of the ledger will show you the breakdown for each player on your team. And if you hit older, you can go back 1 week at a time. This can also be sent to your email, and it can also be further filtered here in game. If you hit the filter, you can see here that you can filter it by gold movement, lumber movement, food movement, or everything. In this case, I like to keep it on all. Pressing the Send Resources to a Teammate button will bring up a list of every player on the team, including yourself. You can then hit Select on the player that you would like to send to, and you can send the amount of resources that you would like to them. You can send up to 1,700,000 food or lumber, and you can send up to 6,050,000 gold. Depending on the level of the player you are sending resources to, you might want to find out how much gold they can carry. The last thing you want to do is send too much that they can't hold it, and then the excess will just go into cyberspace. At any time, you can hit View Outgoing Transfers and View Incoming Transfers. If you hit Outgoing Transfers, you can see on the left at the top it will say how many transfers are available. Depending on the amount of castles you own, this number will vary. And as you can see here on the right side, I can open up and find out what is incoming. Clicking on the Donate to Team Bank will open up this screen. Each player can send up to 5 transfers every 20 minutes. Depending on the level of your storage hut on your base, the amount that you can send in each transfer will vary. The maximum amount of food and lumber you can send in one transfer is 406,440, and the maximum amount of gold you can send is 4,750,000. You can also fill the bank with gold using diamonds. If you hit the exchange button, you will be brought to this screen. And as you can see here, you can fill a percentage of the bank using X amount of diamonds. We have a larger sized bank, so 1% would cost us 11.8 thousand diamonds. Your options are 1%, 5%, and 25%. These diamond values will vary depending on the size of your bank, as it is a percentage of the bank that you are filling. Please note that if you spend diamonds to fill your bank, it is an automatic transfer. You do not have to wait the 20 minutes for it to arrive in your bank. Also, the game will not let you put more in the bank than it can hold, so you don't have to worry about overusing your diamonds filling the bank. Clicking the Appoint Banker will open this screen. You can choose anybody on your team to be the banker of any castle. The banker has the authority to use any resource movement functions of a castle. So they can pay upkeep, they can send resources, they can set tax. They can also pay for upgrades and start them for you. Depending on how many castles you have, many teams try to give as many players on their team banking access as possible. Different types of infrastructure also generate different bonuses for your team in Atlas. The bonus you get from your bank will increase the amount of gold you get on each run you do on the invader base in Atlas up to 100% more. How does one get the bonus gold? This is all based on the collective infrastructure levels of your banks. Each level of infrastructure has a point value. You can see the point values by level on the left side of the screen. These points are added up together and contribute to increasing your team's bonus tier. On the right side of the screen, you can see the bonus tier breakdown. If you want to see where you stand with regards to getting the next bonus tier, click on Bonuses, click on the section you want to check, and it will show you in green the top 20 levels of infrastructure. Though only the top 20 sets of infrastructure contribute to the bonus for the bank, additional banks will also increase your capacity. So there are many teams who go over and above 20 castles. With each level of infrastructure on a bank, regardless of how many you have, the capacity of the bank will increase by 1 million food, 1 million lumber, and 5 million gold. The transfer cap will also increase with each level of infrastructure to a maximum of 1.7 million food, 1.7 million lumber, and 6,050,000 gold. I know that having a lot of castles and a very large bank can be very convenient, but never forget that overextending yourself can be very dangerous for your team as well. The last thing you want is to be spending 20 hours a day online defending your castles. So make sure you know how active your team is, how many troops you have, and make a realistic decision as to how many castles you should have or realistically hold. Thanks for watching, and I hope this helps. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. Bye for now.